Chapter 2. The Northern Mountains. Learning Objectives. The Northern Mountains, the Himalayas, other ranges, life in the Northern Mountains. The Northern Mountains. A great wall of mountains curves across North India from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. These very high and long chain of mountains is the Himalayas. Such long row of mountains is called a mountain range. The Himalayas form a natural boundary between India and the Tibetan area of China. Two of Indian neighbors, Nepal and Bhutan, are situated in these mountainous regions. In the east, the mountains turn southwards. Bits and bytes. The Himalayas is the youngest mountain range in the world. The Himalayas. Peaks in the Himalayas. Peaks in the Himalayas constitute the highest mountain range in the world. These peaks remain covered with snow throughout the year. Name of the peak, height, meters. Mount Everest, 8,848. Kanchenjunga, 8,598. Dhaulagiri, 8,172. Nanga Parbat, 8,125. Mount Godwin Austen, K2, 8,611. Makula, 8,481. Annapurna, 8,091. Nanda Devi, 7,817. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, lies in the Himalayas. It is 8,848 meters above the sea level. It is situated in Nepal. Tenzing Norgay of Bharat and Edmund Hillary of New Zealand were the first men to climb it in 1953. The first Indian Karakoram mountains lie in the northwest of the Himalayas beyond river Indus. These are in the northern part of Kashmir. The second highest peak in the world, Mount Godwin Austen K2, lies in this range. It is 8,611 meters high. Parallel ranges of Himalayas. The Himalayas have three ranges of mountains that run parallel to each other. 1. The Himadri or the Great Himalayas is the extreme north of the Himalayas. 2. The Himachal or the Middle Himalayas is the south of the Himalayas. 3. The Shivaliks or the Outer Himalayas are the foothills of the Himalayas. The Himadri or the Great Himalayas. The northern part of the Himalayas consists of the highest peaks. These ranges are covered with snow throughout the year. Slow-moving rivers of ice called glaciers start from these mountains. The river Ganga and the river Yamuna from the Yamunotri glacier. Other rivers which rise from these glaciers are the Indus, the Sutlej and the Brahmaputra. The highest peaks of the world like Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi, K2 are in the Himadri. The climate is very cold both in summer and winter. As the mountains get higher, it becomes increasingly difficult for people and animals to live there. The Himachal or the Middle Himalayas. As we move southwards from the Himadri, we find that the mountains are not very high. There are many low areas called valleys. There are many river valleys in this region. Orchards of plums and apples are common in these valleys. The slopes are rich in forests of pine, deodar, spruce and silver fir. Famous hill stations that lie in these ranges are Shimla, Srinagar, Nainital, Mussoorie, Darjeeling, etc. The lesser Himalayas have many holy places like Badrinath, Kedarnath, etc. The Shivalik or the outer Himalayas. South of the Himachal are low mountains called the Shivalik ranges. They are covered with thick forest with many wild animals like tiger, cheetah, sambar, elephant, etc. People living on hills practice terrace farming, rear cattle and grow fruit trees in orchards. The forests on this range have been cleared in the areas for farming and animal rearing. This has led to the depletion of vast natural resources. The northwestern Shivalik hills are called the Garo, Khasi, Jaintia and Nagar. Other ranges in the northern mountains. Trans-Himalayan ranges. The Karakoram mountain range lies to the northwest of the Himalayas beyond the river Indus. It stretches from the Pamir north eastwards into Tibet, where it is known as Kailash range. It spans the borders between Pakistan, India and China. It lies in the regions of Gilgit, Baltistan, Pakistan, Ladakh, India and Xinjiang, China. K2 or Mount Godwin Austen, 8,611 meters. The second highest peak in the world is in this range only. Purvanchal. The Purvanchal range lies along the eastern border of India. This range is not very high and its average altitude is less than 3,000 meters. It is covered with thick forests. It comprises of northeastern hills like Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga, Lushai and Mizo hills. The Terai region. It is flat and marshy and receives heavy rainfall. Forests have been cleared to grow crops in many areas. Sugarcane is the major crop of this region. The region has many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. The Jim Corbett National Park is famous for its wildlife. The Himalayas affect the lives of people in Bharat in the following ways. Water from the melting snow in the summer fills up our rivers. Since water flows from highland to lowland, nearly all the huge rivers of North India such as the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Sutlej and the Brahmaputra have their origins in the Himalayas. Even in the hottest summer months, these rivers do not dry up as the melting snow from the mountain top trickles down to fill them. Bits and bytes. During the British rule, Shimla was the summer capital of India. The land of the Himalayas is extremely cold and windy, but the Himalayas stand as a great wall or barrier and prevent the cold winds from Central Asia blowing into our country. They also do not let warm and rain-bearing winds blow out of our country into Tibet. The Himalayas help cause rainfall in our country. The range blocks the path of rain-bearing clouds during the monsoon. When this happens, the clouds rise up into regions that are much colder. On meeting cold air, the moisture in the cloud changes into water and falls down as rain. Life in the region. Most people in the hills are farmers who rear animals. Farming on the hill slopes is not easy. The farmers cut the hillside to make terraces or broad steps on which they grow crops. These terraces prevent water from flowing down the hillside so the crops get enough water. The height of the mountains, the cold and snow are the difficult living conditions. All these had made it hard for people of the plains to approach these areas in earlier times. Today there are more roads and better transport and communication facilities, and so people from the plains can easily reach the mountains. In spite of difficulties, people have tried to climb the highest peaks. Some other adventure sports such as trekking, rafting, skiing, rock climbing, hang gliding and motor rallying are attracting people from all over the world to the slopes of these mountains. In a nutshell, the northern mountains include the Himalayas, Karakoram range and Purnanchal. Himalaya means the abode of snow. The Himalayan range passes through Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and also through the northeastern states. Jammu and Kashmir has two capital cities. Jammu is the winter capital and Srinagar is the summer capital. The two perennial rivers Ganga and Yamuna originate from the glaciers of Gangotri and Yamunotri in Uttarakhand. The 7 states located in northeast India are called 7 sisters. These are Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. Speak your mind. Verbal. Answer these questions verbally.